Hi, good afternoon, students. Well, I think we have completed chapter number 2, right? So, in which we had seen types of nutrients, and if there is a deficiency in nutrients, then what kind of diseases are going to occur. I think there are some tables which I given the textbook, and I told you to prepare that chart. Is this fine? So, now we'll be seeing exercises, right? Right from first one, that is MCQ, multiple choice questions. Coming to first one, that is multiple choice questions, right? In that, what they have told, take the correct option. This is clear. So in that A, this is about MCQs, right? We call it as multiple choice questions. So in that A, what is the question there? It is glucose is the simplest form of. Glucose is the simplest form of sugar, starch, protein or fat. So which is the answer here? It is sugar. So glucose is the simplest form of sugar. The answer is first one there, right? Then going to B. Sugar and starch are types of fats, proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins. So which is the answer here? Sugar and starch are types of carbohydrates. What is that? Carbohydrates. Then C. Which of the following has no nutritive value? Means which of the following is not having any nutritional value? I think we had studied once the five nutrients were finished. It was roughage. So they have given options: vitamins, roughage, proteins, and fats. So which is the answer here? It is roughage. It is not having any nutritional value, but it is essential for us. Then which is next? D. The nutrient that keeps the body warm is. So which of the following nutrient is going to keep our body warm? They are given fats, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So out of this, the last option, minerals, is the right answer. Okay. Then next one, it is E. Which of the following are called bodybuilding foods? So where do we get bodybuilding foods? It is from proteins, whereas carbohydrates and fats are energy giving foods. So here the bodybuilding foods is option number 3, that is foods containing proteins. Foods containing proteins. This is clear. Then the next one, that is F. Bones and teeth remain healthy with the consumption of. So how our bones and teeth are going to be healthy? Is it by iron, calcium, sulfur or all of this? So the answer here is iron, first option. Then next, G. Consumption of lesser quantity of food than required by the body is called. I think we studied this in the previous class. So consumption of lesser quantity of food than the required by the body. So how much your body is requiring, taking less than to that required. For that, what do we call? We call it as undernutrition. So again, the first option here, it is undernutrition. Then H, rice, bread and chapati. Rice, bread and chapati belong to which of the following? Protein group, cereal group, vegetable group or milk group. So out of this, it is second option. This rice, bread and chapati belongs to cereal group. Because this rice, bread and chapati are made from cereals. That is why it is belonging to cereal group. Then the next one, it is I. A child having reddish hair. So a child is having its hair red in color and a protruding belly could be suffering from. A child having reddish hair and a protruding belly could be suffering from beriberi, scurvy, kwashiorkor or rickets. The answer here is third one, option number 3. It is kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor. Then last one in this MCQ, that is J. Rahul has a swelling and bleeding in his gums. So there are teeth gums, no, there will be swelling and bleeding. So he could be suffering from which disease here? They are given beriberi, scurvy, night blindness and rickets. So when teeth gums are swelling and bleeding, then definitely he is suffering from scurvy. Option number 2. So these were about MCQs. So I want you to note down. Will be given 1 minute. Note down. Okay, finished. Then we'll move to second one, that is fill in the blanks. Question number 2, fill in the blanks. So in that, first one, A. What they are given? Cereals are rich in dash. So cereals are rich in which one? It is carbohydrates. So cereals are rich in carbohydrates. Then second one, that is B. Patients are given dash for instant energy. So patients are given dash for instant energy. What they are given? They are given glucose. So patients are given glucose for instant energy. Then C. Dash solution is used to test the presence of sugar in a food sample. So I think at the beginning of this chapter, that was the second test where we were doing. First we had done of starch, then second we did of sugar. So in starch we used iodine solution. Then which solution is used in this testing the sugar? It is Benedict's solution. So which solution? Benedict's solution. Then the next D, it is vitamins A, D, E and K are called dash soluble vitamins. So what kind of soluble vitamins are these A, D, E and K? Are they fat or what else? Are they fat soluble or water soluble? They are fat soluble. Then remaining B and D, sorry B and C, they are water soluble vitamins. So these A, D, E and K are fat soluble vitamins. Then the next it is E. Fish and eggs are examples of dash proteins. So we get fish and eggs from animals. That is why the proteins is proteins. The proteins which we obtain from animals are said to be animal proteins, and the proteins that we obtain from plants are said to be plant proteins. So as these eggs and fish are from animals, that is why it is animal protein. The next F, deficiency of fluorine causes dash. So if there is scarcity of fluorine in our body, then what it is going to cause? It is going to cause tooth decay. So if there is deficiency of fluorine, then it is going to cause tooth decay. Then last one in this, fill in the blanks, that is G. Food items containing dash and dash are called protective food. So food items containing dash and dash are called protective food. That is nothing but vitamins and minerals. So if these are there, then we call it as protective foods. Is this clear? So again, 1 minute time, note it down, quick. Next, okay, next one. It is about third one. What is that third one? Circle the odd one out. Circle the odd one out. Give reasons for your answer. So you have to give why you have circled that, right? Which are those given? First thing, A, it is pulses, then meat, then peas and bread, peas and bread. So out of this, which one you are going to circle? Which is odd amongst all these four? It is meat, because other three are purely veg, whereas this meat is from animals. We get pulses, peas and bread from plants. This meat from animals. So this is the odd one in this option A. The next we have B, very very obesity, very very obesity, then goitre and anemia. So in this B, very goitre and anemia. These all are caused due to deficiency of vitamins. Whereas this obesity, it is caused due to eating too much of fat nutrients, fat food items. The food items which is having too much fat in it, if we consume that, especially junk food, then the person will be affected with obesity. Is this clear? In first one, all were plant products, whereas this meat was from animal. That is why we circled, because that is odd. And in this second B, it is obesity, because obesity is not caused due to deficiency of vitamins, whereas very goitre and anemia are caused due to deficiency of vitamins. Then next we have C, fruit, honey, potato, sugar. Fruit, honey, potato and sugar. In this we go with potato, because remaining all are sweetness, whereas this potato is not matching with them. That is why the odd one in this essay is potato. Then the next D, fats, roughage, proteins and minerals. In this roughage, remaining others are nutrients which are required by the body. Even though roughage is required by the body, we don't consider it as a nutrient. It is having no nutritional value. Which one? Roughage. Other three, fats, proteins and minerals, are having nutritional value. That is why roughage is the odd one in this D. The last one in this boiled rice, then bending of bones, then pigeon chest, and last one, inability to see dim light. Inability to see dim light. So which one here? It is the last one, inability to see dim light. So we have circled the odd ones out of the given things. So I want you to write why the odd one is the circled, means why it is picked as odd one. That you have to write why. You have to give reasons. This will be the homework, right? We'll be discussing why it is odd. We'll be discussing it again. But I want you to write the answer why it is odd. Is this clear? So 1 minute, note it down. Finished? Okay. Then next it is question number 4. Match the following. In that, first we'll write the left side things, right? A, water. B, carbohydrate. Then C, vitamin K. D, calcium. E, protein. So out of the given things on the right side, so what water is doing? Is it giving you source of energy, essential for bones, or building new cells, or for eliminating body waste, or for clotting out blood? So here, the water is going to eliminate body wastes. It's the fourth one. Eliminates body wastes. So whatever the waste is there in the body, that will be moved with water. Then carbohydrate, what carbohydrate is doing? Yes, what carbohydrate is doing? We know that carbohydrate is a energy giving food. So here carbohydrate is nothing but source of energy. That is option 1. Source of energy. Then what vitamin K is doing? Vitamin K is doing clotting of blood. It helps in clotting of blood. It helps in clotting of blood. Then calcium. It is essential for bones. If our bones has to be stronger, then we should have calcium intake more. Then which is the option left? It is option number 3, building new cells. So what protein is doing? It is helping in building new cells. So last protein is building new cells. So this is about match the following. Quickly, 1 minute, write it. Finished? Okay. We have question number 5. Rewrite the following sentences correctly by changing the underlined words. So here in question number 5, what they have done, they have completed a sentence, and in that sentence there is a word which is underlined. So we have to change that underlined word so that which word is going to suit for that. So that we have to change. For example, first one. Excess of vitamins in the body can cause obesity. Is this true? Due to excess of vitamins, obesity is caused? No, due to excessive of fats. So vitamins they have underlined. So what we have to write it, instead of vitamins, we have to change it to fats. So First one is that vitamins is the underlying word. So instead of vitamins, what we have to write? We have to write fats. Then second one, deficiency of iron results in goitre. Actually, goitre is a disease caused due to deficiency of iodine. What they are given? Iron. So we have to change that iron to iodine. Similarly, third one, it is meat, fish, and eggs are examples of plant proteins. What they are told? Plant proteins. Do we get meat, egg, and fish from plants? No, it is actually from animal proteins. So instead of plant there, what we have to write? We have to write animal. Then which is fourth one? Vitamin B and C are fat soluble vitamins. What they are told? Vitamins B and C are fat soluble. In MCQs we have seen, not in MCQs, in the fill in the blanks. Option D, vitamin A, D, E and K are called fat soluble vitamins. Then how come vitamin B and C are going to be fat soluble? So it will be water soluble. So instead of fat soluble, it is water soluble. Then next, it is E. What they are given? Carbohydrates are required by the body in very small quantities. Carbohydrates. Actually, carbohydrates are not required in small quantities. It is minerals. Minerals are required in small quantities. The next, F. Roughage regulates the body temperature. Roughage regulates the body temperature. Does roughage regulate our body temperature? No. Actually, what is causing what is maintaining body temperature? It is because of water. So water is causing, or water is regulating our body temperature. Then next, it is G. What they are told? Benedict's solution is used to test the presence of starch in a food sample. Benedict's solution. Actually, Benedict's solution is used for testing the presence of sugar, that we have seen in I think MCQ, right? Okay, but anyway, actually instead of Benedict's solution, iodine solution is used to test presence of starch. This was the first test in this chapter that we went on. So actually iodine solution is used to test presence of starch, whereas this Benedict solution is used to test the presence of sugar. Then H, the last one in this. Whole cereals are rich sources of vitamin D. Whole cereals are rich sources of vitamin D. Actually, whole cereals are not rich in vitamin D, they are rich in vitamin B. Is this clear? So, till question number 5, we have solved the exercise. We will be solving the next part in the next class. So, till then, keep reading textbook. I keep saying repeatedly, have a habit of reading textbook. Stay home, stay safe. See you in the next class. Thank you.